Hey, welcome back to Intuitive Vibes Tarot with me, Maggie. Today we are going to be doing the weekly romance read for the fire element of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'd like you to keep in mind that these readings are general and are not time specific. If you'd like some extra insight, please feel free to check out the other videos for your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus signs. If you have any questions regarding this channel, videos you may see, or private reads that are coming soon, please feel free to contact me at intuitivevibestarot101@gmail.com. Last but not least, I'd like to thank everyone who has subscribed, liked, and shared and commented. I have taken everything you have said, and I'm planning to put that into the future videos. So I want to thank you for that, and without further ado, let's get into your read for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the week March 4th to the 11th. So the overall energy for the read, well, first I want to say this is the the deck we're using, the Romance Angels Oracle deck. And the overall energy for the reading is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it will come to you now. There we go, so there's no glare. So what this kind of tells me is, you know, you have to decide what you want in your life, in your relationship, what you're looking for in a relationship soon, so that way you can either manifest it, the future can, sorry, not the future, so that the universe can bring you what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, then the universe can't send you what you want. There's just like this delay there. Stagnancy. So decide what you want so the universe and can bring it, you know, bring what you want to you, and so that either you can start taking some steps as well to get what you want. So we're doing Aries first, and a 3-card spread. The first card will be the beginning of the week, second card will be the middle of the week, and third card will be the end of the week. First card for Aries is Passion. Okay, this is saying allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. What I think this is saying is whether you know, we'll do singles first. For the singles out there, you know, get into what you're passionate about, your hobbies, what are, you know, what inspires you, what makes you feel passionate, whether it's taking care of yourself or a painting, like, you know, an outlet. Do that, because that always brings out the best in you when you are passionate and you are happy and you're enjoying you know, something that's in, you know, external. Again, we're going with singles first, single Aries. So we have, for your second card, the Honeymoon. Now, for singles, this could be like, you know, taking a small trip. And when I say taking a small trip, I mean, you know, going to, you know, your local community spot to have a drink, and, you know, or you know that there's going to be a couple people there that, you know, might catch your eye. You know, maybe you're taking a trip with, you know, family members, you know, some sort of gathering, whether it's going out with friends, having a drink, whether it's, you know, going out with family members, to, you know, to a special place. Doesn't have to be far, could just be right in your area, like I was saying. But in the midst of enjoying yourself, you might meet someone. You might even see someone in your past, with it being Mercury in retrograde. So I kind of like feeling that for the middle of the week. Or you could even be maybe making plans with friends, and at this place you might meet someone. Now for the end of the week, we have flirt. Oh dear, glare is really bad with this one. Now this is saying extend your lighthearted energy to others. So if you're single and you're looking, be open to others, be open to meeting someone. If you're all clammed up, how are you going to make a connection with somebody? Make that eye contact. People want to connect with other people, so extend yourself, extend that lighthearted energy. Maybe share what you're passionate about, what you were doing in the beginning of the week. Extend that into the end of the week. And you could be going on a trip, or planning a trip in the middle of the week, and you find yourself on this trip at the end of the week, and you find yourself flirting with this said person, because they kind of flow nicely into each other. Now for my couples, I would say you're finding something, you're finding the passion within your relationship again, or you're doing something you're both passionate about, or supporting one another in the other's passion. This might actually be taking a trip with your significant other, planning a trip, or just all together enjoying time together. It feeling like that time of maybe when you had your honeymoon. And again, for couples, towards the end of the week, I kind of feel like it's, you guys are flirting, you guys are getting along, you're seeing eye to eye. Good vibes, good vibes. Okay, so that was our Aries singles and couples read for the week 4 to the 4th to the 11th. Going into Leo. At the beginning of the week, we're single Leo, romantic feelings. Okay. Your feelings are real and are worth exploring. So single Leos, I feel like you're either wanting this feeling of romance, or you're ready for romance now. And you're feeling that in the beginning of the week. Or you could, it could be that you're maybe on the receiving end of some romantic feelings. Someone makes that known, or you're making that known to someone else. In the middle of the week, we have make the effort. Jeez, the glare on this is just... So, and this card says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I think that if you really feel a certain way towards someone, even if you're afraid because you might have been hurt a little bit in the past, it's worth making the effort. So this could be you're on the receiving end of efforts made, or you're making effort towards an existing relationship or romantic feelings, again, from the beginning of the week that you were experiencing. Towards the end of the week, we have finances and career. Okay. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Either you're concerned or focused in on your career or financial matters, or your significant or somebody else is. Maybe they're more focused in on that than you at this time, and it throws you off. For my couples, I feel like you're having romantic feelings towards each other. And your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, is showing you that. They're showing you how they feel. There's love there, and they're showing it. And or you could be doing a little bit of self-love as well. Such as manicure, pedicure, nurturing maybe some things that he loves. Romantic feelings can come about in all shapes and forms. Making the effort, again, long-term relationships take effort. There might be a little something that you kind of have to oh, okay, that whole feeling of, well, okay, it's all right, I'll overlook it type thing, or, you're having to do something or kind of express something, just making the effort, whether it be an emotional gesture, a physical gesture, such as, doing something you don't like, or in a more positive manner, like date night type thing. These are just examples. And finances and career for the end of the week, couples. I just feel like you or your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, is more focused in on money right now. And if they are, it's just a temporary thing. It's just this week. Don't let it get to you. It's okay. Be there for them, support them. That's probably the ticket there. Going into Sagittarius, singles, let's start there first. So Sagittarius, you have codependency for the beginning of the week. So single Saggies, for codependency for singles, you could be meeting someone who maybe has an addiction problem. You could have some possible codependency issues that possibly stem back to childhood, and that affects you and how you kind of view others when you're looking to date someone. No, don't, this is only for specific people. Not for everyone, So in case you didn't see that, this is codependency here. in this card, it does say addictions are affecting your romantic life. So, just be careful of that, whether it's you or somebody you might be meeting, a relationship in the past that had some addiction issues, codependency issues that might affect how you look at people now, view people now. It affects how you make your decisions. So just be kind of wary of that in the beginning of the week. Going into the middle of the week, we have forgiving and learning. So you might be kind of going through a situation where you're forgiving a person, forgiving yourself, maybe forgiving some past issues, kind of just, clearing the cobwebs, making room for the new, forgiving and learning. Middle of the week. The end of the week, we have pay attention to the red flags. So this could be a marker of the process that you're in your forgiving and learning stage from whatever happened maybe in the past with an issue of codependency. Doesn't always have to be, substance abuse. It could be an emotional codependency as well. This can also be, if you're meeting somebody new, that they, might in fact have these codependency issues, and, you need to pay attention to that red flag here. Okay, so for my couples, there might be some codependency here that already exists. And, it could really go either way depending on your situation, whether it's substance abuse or an emotional codependency. And I do feel like as you go into the middle of the week, there is some forgiving and learning, depending on the situation, whether it's like some verbal abuse or relapse of some sort. There is, that coming, that's, that resolution. But again, pay attention to the red flags. Is this something that's going to stop, or a cycle that's going to continue? And what you do with that is entirely up to you. So for all of these reads, the overall energy was very soon. Clearly decide what you want, so that it comes to you now. I want to say that Mercury's going into retrograde pretty soon, and, things are kind of, topsy-turvy at this time. Communication isn't exactly the easiest. People misinterpret what you're trying to say. You say up, they say down. So, just make sure that everything you do, double check yourself, double check your work, if you're going to say something, think about what you're going to say, take action, think about what you're going to do before you do it. Maybe hold off on, signing any documents or starting any relationships. This is a romance read. Just this time can be a little difficult. Mercury retrograde period. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. It's, well-known, astrological term of what's going on astrologically. Which in turn we're reading for the zodiac signs, so connect the dots. I want to say, there's not a lot of negativity here. Nothing too bad. So, with that, fire signs, I want to say thank you for joining me, and it's a pleasure to read for you. I'm truly enjoying doing this, and I look forward to seeing you for the daily reads. And until next time, bye.